Hey guys, what up? We're back. I wasn't expecting to come back this soon, but I said I'm gonna go ahead and knock this video out. I don't think it's going to be that long. I don't think. I did have some news that I know you guys can use. I've been trying to keep you guys updated with this ZIYAH case, at which I told you guys any updates and details that I got, I will definitely let you guys know. So that's why we're here. If you guys see my thumbnail, you see my description, which says more shocking news about the ZIYAH Harris case. Of course, where we finding out that grandma lied. And then I have an audio and text messages from one of Jarvis's, which is the alleged accomplice, honey. His baby mama is going off on him, and I got the audio to play for y'all. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna play it, y'all. We're gonna play it, okay? And for the thirsty ass dingbat that came in my damn comments and want to be telling me, Carrie, I think you're becoming a little too obsessed of this ZIYAH case. Bitch, no, it's not. It's called awareness. The more you talk about things, the more you open up and you reveal things that probably wasn't revealed in like preliminary hearings and evidence that was brought out. The stuff that I was talking about, they probably don't even damn know. And if they do know, we're going to keep talking about it. We are looking for a conviction in this case and any other case. I'm going to talk about a Shannon case. I'm going to talk about every damn case, okay? Especially this one because I want to talk about it. Shit. I'm going to pull up receipts on it. So that was probably a family member. Cameron, you're talking about this case too much. No, I'm not done talking about this case, okay? And if it's too much for you, then don't click on. Period. We're going to talk about it. I told you guys I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about the upcoming trial on March the 7th. We can probably go live when they do that as well. So if you're tired of hearing about the case, you don't have to watch said videos where you see in the description and on my thumbnail that's talking about the case. All right. So, girl, go somewhere. Go take a walk and clear your mind. All right. But anywho and anyway, it's Sunday, child. Let me get back into Sunday mode. All right, so let's get into the show. As you guys can see going across my screen, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. It said, I'm enjoying the content on the case. Yeah, it's very informative. It's so much out there. It's so much out there. Thank you so much, Cassandra. Said to Cameron, you're doing an outstanding job digging up receipts. Great job. I appreciate it because I'm nosy. I tell y'all, when I get nosy, baby, I find out some stuff when I get nosy. I'm talking to family members. I'm talking to people who close. I done found out the damn address and everything. That's just how damn nosy I am. That's just how nosy I am. I done watched enough videos. Like I'm child. I'm getting these YouTube streets and I'm trying to get this information. Okay. So they said, I know that's right. Betty Brockington said, I know that's right. I support you. I appreciate it. Okay. Because we need to be aware. We got too many people out here that's dealing with this type of hurt and dealing with things just like this in their family where they're not talking about it. Their loved one may not have ran away or have been unalived by their abuser, but bottom line is we still have to talk about it because everybody has a Chester O. Lester in their family. They do. And that is just how it works. So if you see something and don't say something, then you become a part of the problem. And that's what we're talking about in this situation with the family. Several family members saw some things and did not say anything because you're trying to protect those that you call loved ones. So I don't give a hot damn. We're going to talk about it. We're going to keep revealing stuff. Let's go. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the first piece of information. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna get into it, y'all. I don't give a hot damn. They're gonna have to get mad. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all this video here. This is Jarvis coming into the court. I think I might have showed y'all. We're gonna see it again, where he could barely sit down because it says that he was R-worded, you guys, and he was beat up in jail. Okay, because I told y'all how they do O-lesters and R-worders when it comes, especially with kids. Yeah, child.
Right now, my focus is peace and happiness. I feel like I owe that to myself. And then surrounding myself with people that love me the same way that I love them.
Watch how he look when he
That's the goal.
Watch how he look. It hurts so bad to sit down and watch him. Real slow. See how he's squinting? Like, y'all see that? Y'all see that? Play it one more time.
Right now, my focus is peace and happiness. I feel like I owe that to myself. And then surrounding myself with people that love me the same way that I love them. That's the goal.
Watch how he squint up his face. You can tell they already got to him. Watch him. He trying to sit like to make it comfortable, child. They done been tearing him up back there. Child, they done tore the whole back door off back there. Do I feel sorry? I cannot. All right, let's continue, Lord. That's just what happens, child. There you go. Right, KBR. I didn't want to say it, but thank you for putting it in the chat. Ooh, child. I didn't want to go there. I did not want to go there. All right. So let's get into this audio that I have. This is Jarvis Butts. All right, shout out to Bessie Winbush because that's where I saw it. Shout out to Jarvis. Not shout out to Jarvis Butts. Hell no. So this is Jarvis Butts, the person who they said it unalived ZIYAH. And this is his baby mama going back and forth in audio. I'm gonna play the audio for you guys, but let's read it. It says it just like you can't deny them last two kids. So they fussing about something about these kids because y'all know he got a whole slew of kids. All he's saying is, huh? So she said, did you really got me out here looking like a fool to your family when I say stay the F away from me? I mean just that, stay the F away from me. Okay, so that's what she's telling him. Let's go ahead and play this right here audio. This audio. Why I got hiccups?
That nigga, man, stop playing with me.
Bitch, who the fuck got a lie on your motherfucking people? Your brother literally asked me, why am I still fucking with you?
See, bitch, you are simply fucking retarded, man. Everybody that knows Shannon know, nigga, what the fuck it is. See, you the only dumb bitch because you the newcomer. You don't know nothing about nothing, man. And I'm tired of fucking keep arguing with you about some motherfuckers that I know don't belong to me. And as far as you lying about my motherfucking people saying that whole shit, stop playing with me, bro. Try that reverse psychology on another nigga, not me, man. Stop playing with me, bro. You just want to make up some fuck shit, dog. Stop playing with me, man. And you wonder why. You wonder why. You want a motherfucker to do everything, but you ain't motherfucking changing. I'm tired of your fucking crazy ass, dog. Gave your motherfucking ring, bitch, and you think you done went fucking retarded. Stop fucking playing with me, bro. I'm not that nigga, man. Stop playing with me.
Bitch, who the fuck got a lie?
Okay, so if y'all know who that is, the girl that he's talking about, well, is one of his baby mamas. So obviously he even gave out more than one ring. Okay. Now y'all heard the audio yesterday when we were listening to 7 Mile Radio over there with him. Now there is a girl that they were trying to say that Jarvis was married. He's not married. He did propose to a girl. She actually spoke at the preliminary hearing. She don't have any kids by him. She's the girl that was taking him back and forth to court because he had to turn himself in. So now it's allegedly another girl that he's bought a ring for and tried to propose to her. And she said that she has 2 kids by him, but she is trying to hold him accountable and up in his face about the situation between him and Shannon. So she's like, look, bitch, you done gave me a ring. How you over here asking me to marry you and you still running over there messing with Shannon? So he is cussing her out and letting her know you already know what it is between me and Shannon. So he's sleeping with was sleeping because he's in jail now, with like 20 women all over the Detroit area. And it's crazy to me how none of these women knew each other. And I saw a video today where this other girl was saying that whenever he would come to see her, that he would park his car down the street and walk because he was driving another one of his baby mamas or a woman that he was messing with his car. And he didn't want the girl to know whose car it was or ask questions. So he would park like around the block or park a couple blocks and just walk over to said woman's house. So he was a player. He was a player. And another one of his baby mamas always said that he said in court too that he does not, anytime you asking him something or talking to him, he don't give you a straight answer. He always talk around himself. And he's very sneaky. So I'm gonna play it again for you guys with him, how he's snapping off. He don't care about these women. He don't care about these women. These women are just tools to him. And I don't know why they keep messing with him and sleeping with him. He dogged out Shannon as well. And I don't feel sorry for that stupid bitch because you're going to run up there and this man is telling you he's a whole pedo. He spent 10 years in prison and you go and sleep with him and have 5 children and then allow him to call you and tell you to send your oldest child over there with ZIYAH to the shop so that he can do some unmentionable things to her. I don't feel sorry for you at all. And I hope your ass go to fucking jail. But I'm going to play it one more time.
On your motherfucking people. Your brother literally asked me, why am I still fucking with you? He asked me that. Along with him saying, your sister said, oh, you know, your brother had another baby. And he said, I don't care. I don't want to know about no more kids this man done had. So who the fuck lying? You think I'm gonna just come off the top of my head with some bullshit? Bitch, ain't nobody got a motherfucking lie to you. And like the motherfucker I said, bitch, you just gave me that motherfucking ring because you know I don't want your ass.
Not that nigga, man. Stop playing with me.
Bitch, who the fuck got a lie on your motherfucking people? Your brother literally asked me, why am I still fucking with you?
See, bitch, you are simply fucking retarded, man. Everybody that knows Shannon know, nigga, what the fuck it is. See, you the only dumb bitch because you the newcomer. You don't know nothing about nothing, man. And I'm tired of fucking keep arguing with you about some motherfuckers that I know don't belong to me. And as far as you lying about my motherfucking people saying that whole shit, stop playing with me, bro. Try that reverse psychology on another nigga, not me, man. Stop playing with me, bro. You just want to make up some fuck shit, dog. Stop playing with me, man. And you wonder why. You wonder why. You want a motherfucker to do everything, but you ain't motherfucking changing. I'm tired of your fucking crazy ass, dog. Gave you a motherfucking ring, bitch, and you think you done went fucking retarded. Stop fucking playing with me, bro. I'm not that nigga, man. Stop playing with me.
Bitch, who the fuck got a lie?
So there they go arguing because she's tired of him messing with the other women. She want to be the only one, but he has like 20 women, as I told you guys before. All right. So let's stop sharing. Child, he's a hot ass mess out here, honey. All right, so now the next clip we're going to watch is Naziah's great aunt, where she's going to be talking about the grandmother and Shannon knew about all of the abuse. And then I got a receipt that's going to co-sign it, okay? Because the grandma said that Jarvis was never in their house, that he only came to the door. Well, I got some receipts that showing that his ass was in the fucking house, all right? And possibly downstairs with Naziah and Shannon at the same damn time. Let's get into this shit. Because it sounded like he was sleeping with both of them, and both of them knew about it. And Naziah was mad because Naziah saw Jarvis as her man, because she was, you know, she was groomed that way. But I feel like that, I said before, I feel like Shannon probably snapped off, and she might have been the one to unalive Naziah. But I feel like Jarvis may be taking the heat for it and get ready to do the time because Shannon has 5 kids, and he don't want her to be locked up, and, you know, what's going to happen to the kids. See, I know some men do that. If the baby mama be on some bullshit and she commit a crime, he'll go and do that time for her to keep her from going to jail. I think Shannon knows more about this than she is saying. I think she was tired of sharing Jarvis because she loved Jarvis, obviously. She had on fucking kids by him. And even though she knew he was messing with other women, she didn't give a damn. So she was steady fighting to be with Jarvis, and at one point she got mad because she saw text messages between Jarvis and Naziah. But I do feel like she knew that there was some inappropriate stuff going on between them because she and the grandmother was sending her oldest daughter, which I showed y'all a picture of yesterday, and Naziah to the shop. Okay, mind you, to clean up. Mind you, there are 3 boys. She has 3 boys by Jarvis. So why weren't you sending the boys to the shop to clean up the shop? That would have made more sense than sending the girls when you know that he's a whole pedo. Not saying he couldn't have violated the boys, but my point is, why, if you have sons, it would have made more sense for them to go and clean up a auto body shop versus sending cute little innocent girls when you know he has a history of violating little girls. Okay, let's get into what the great aunt has to say. Okay.
Found out that Jarvis was a sex offender. It's almost 12 years ago.
Wow.
And I asked Shannon about it. I stumbled. She didn't tell me. I stumbled over it because of a situation where he had got arrested and had her daughter in his custody at that time. He had the child, and we had to go get the baby because he got arrested. So I was looking him up to see what he got arrested for. Then it popped up his oldest information saying that he was a sex offender and had sexually assaulted a child under the age of 13. And I looked at Shannon, and I was like, Shannon, he's a sex offender. Yeah, he said the girl lied. I'm like, it says the girl was 13, and then I did the math on his age. I said he was 24. So it ain't no lie there. Yeah, but you know, he did his time. And I'm like, nah, nope. I was like, you need to leave him alone. Over the course of the years, I would tell her, you need to leave him alone. He was not good to her. He did not treat her well. He did not teach the children well at all. He fathered them. He created them, but he was not a father figure that I would have tried to hang on to for the kids. But anyways, I looked on the sex offender registry and saw that he was not on there. So I called, and that's when they went after him and eventually sexually assaulted.
So she's one of the reasons why Jarvis was arrested, because she noticed by looking on the SEX offenders list that he was not on there, and he was supposed to be registered and he wasn't. Once again, as you guys can hear, this great aunt talking about how Shannon has protected him. And even when she heard about, after the aunt told Shannon that Jarvis was locked up for this same thing with another girl who accused him of that, Shannon said the 13-year-old lied about it. So I feel like had ZIYAH come to her and say, hey, Jarvis tried to do this to me, or Jarvis did that to me, she wouldn't have believed it. Just probably how she wouldn't have believed it if her own daughter came to her to say, hey, dad tried to do this or dad tried to do that, then it would have been the same thing. Now, y'all go back to what I was telling you about when we talked yesterday about a little girl who was allowed to come over to the grandmother's house with Shannon over there, and said that Jarvis was there also, and that Jarvis propositioned the little girl and asked her to give him fellatio, and she told him no, and said she left there, and when she went home, she told her parents, and they reported it. Well, it says that Shannon and the grandmother said that it never happened and that the little girl lied. So now I'm feeling like all these kids are put in situations over there with Jarvis where he's doing things and propositioning them to do things to him. And I feel like they know about it, but because Shannon doesn't want him to go to jail because that's her baby daddy, the grandmother is stepping in and also helping to protect him in a way, because she also lied on the stand. All right. And I'm going to show y'all a receipt on that here in a second too. She lied on the stand. King lied on the stand as well. And we're going to get into some King knew, the dude that worked with him at the shop. We're going to get into that because he also lied. And I feel like he was also sleeping with ZIYAH as well when she was there. Okay. We're going to get into some stuff. I feel like he also helped get rid of ZIYAH as well. Just from the stuff that I've been looking at. So I'm going to play one more time what the aunt had to say. Then we're going to move on.
She found out that Jarvis was a sex offender is almost 12 years ago.
Wow.
And I asked Shannon about it. She didn't tell me. I stumbled over it because of a situation where he had got arrested and had her daughter in his custody at that time. He had the child, and we had to go get the baby because he got arrested. So I was looking him up to see what he got arrested for. Then it popped up his Otis information saying that he was a sex offender and had sexually assaulted a child under the age of 13. And I looked at Shannon, and I was like, Shannon, he's a sex offender. Yeah, he said the girl lied. I'm like, it says the girl was 13, and then I did the math on his age. I said he was 24. So it ain't no lie there. Yeah, but he did his time. And I'm like, nah, nope. I was like, you need to leave him alone. Over the course of the years, I would tell her, you need to leave him alone. He was not good to her. He did not treat her well. He did not teach the children well at all. He fathered them. He created them, but he was not a father figure that I would have tried to hang on to for the kids.
But see, on the stand, Shannon made it seem like that Jarvis was this great dad who would come over there, spend time with the kids, hang out with the kids. He would come and sit in the driveway, and she would come outside to talk to him, and the kids would come out, and he would come and get them and spend time. According to what his aunt is saying, he didn't give a fuck about them kids. And then when he did come over there, it was for the sake of sleeping with Shannon and also messing with ZIYAH. That's what it gave. ZIYAH was 13 when she was also being violated. And the girl before that was on the list to where he was supposed to be registered as an SEX offender, she also was 13. So it's given that he likes young girls. And he gets close to these girlfriends in order to get to their children. And Shannon, with her stupid slow ass, she's sitting up here taking up for him when he's dogging her out. And got 19 other women all over Detroit. But you sitting up here capping for him, lying for him in court, and still putting money on his books while he's in jail. Girl, you stupid. And it said that he messing with your oldest daughter. Okay, Shannon. Okay, Shannon. All right. So let me go ahead and show y'all this receipt I found. Let me show y'all this receipt I have. Because the grandmother said that Jarvis never came in the house, and so did Shannon. Shannon said that Jarvis never came in the house. I got proof right here by text messages that shows that ZIYAH has already proved that he was in the house. He was downstairs with her, and it sounded like Shannon was down there too, and it sounds like the three of them might have been engaged in something. I don't know. You guys can tell me. We're going to look at it all. I said, let me find out this bitch was in there doing something, because we did hear that she was a pedo, according to her niece Sierra. I told y'all yesterday her niece Sierra came forward to say that Shannon was R-wording and touching her inappropriately when she was coming up, when she was younger as well, and her sister, her twin sister. So it would not put it past me that Shannon would be downstairs doing some real nasty shit with a underage child with Jarvis. That shit would not surprise me. But let's get into this. All right. That shit is weird. Weird. But let's get into it, honey. As you guys can see coming up on my screen is Jarvis with his pedo ass. Let's blow his picture up so y'all can see it real good. That's Jarvis. You guys may know he already cut his hair off because he want to look different in court. Why he got that damn mask on every time he come in there. But I'm going to show your face every chance I get, sir. Okay, you damn pedo. So that's Jarvis. Of course, y'all know that's ZIYAH. That's the aunt. That's Shannon. Okay, this is Shannon. That's the grandma with her fake crying ass. Okay. All right, so this is King, government name Cordell Wright. All right, he's currently in jail. Let me tell you about him while we got him on the screen. All right, so not Jarvis, but King actually lied in court as well. King was trying to help get rid of evidence for Jarvis. Check this out. Now, King, who is Jarvis's co-worker, okay, is currently locked up for DV on a pregnant woman. Y'all know that? King is currently in jail for violation of probation because he got into it with one of his baby mamas who was pregnant at the time. He put hands on her and he beat her up while she was pregnant. All right. Now, when Jarvis got caught, which Jarvis is the guy who is said to have unalived ZIYAH, when Jarvis got caught, King wasn't locked up yet. Okay. He went to jail shortly after, but Jarvis called him, which is stupid self, called him on a recorded jail phone call to ask King to see if he can go and find a specific phone that was left in one of the vehicles that the police were looking for that had some evidence in there with him and ZIYAH. So King went to go and look for this cell phone in one of the vehicles because he was going to hide this phone for Jarvis, but he could not locate the phone. Okay. He could not locate the phone. So he was going to hide evidence for Jarvis, which lets me know that you knew what was going on between Jarvis and ZIYAH at that shop because you probably were participating in said events. Okay. Why else would you hide evidence from this person who is a known pedo? You have a daughter. So how would you feel knowing that this same person who you call friend would have done something to your own child? So you were going to hide evidence in a phone of inappropriate text messages and pictures and probably videos to help Jarvis get out and to get off on this case because he did file or claim that he was not guilty. All right. So, of course, King, as I told you guys, he stood up in court. Well, he sat in court, rather, at the preliminary hearing and stated that he didn't even see Jarvis in court. Whenever they said, do you know Jarvis Butts? And he said, yes, he know him. But then they said, do you see him in court? He looked around the whole entire court and he said he did not see, nor could he locate Jarvis Butts. Jarvis was sitting directly beside his attorney with that stupid ass mask on. The only person sitting in court with a mask on. That's just how stupid this motherfucker is. And that's why you're going to get more time, King, with your lying ass. How the fuck you don't know who Jarvis is and you work with him? I don't care if he does have a mask on. You know that's Jarvis sitting there because you've known him for years, according to you, and y'all work together every single day. So how do you not know him? So he sat there. He never could identify him, said he did not know who he was. Coincidentally, they both got on the same damn color prison jumpsuit. That's another thing. So I said, this nigga here's a lie. I'm going to play you guys his thing here in a minute, all right? But let's go ahead and get into this text message that I found. This is the conversation between ZIYAH and Jarvis. All right. So where you see the N is ZIYAH. Where you see the J obviously is Jarvis. So I'm gonna read it to you. So ZIYAH says to him, I didn't sneak out for nobody. I swear that I'm not like the other girls. There's no reason for me to lie to you. She's talking to Jarvis. She says that the meaning is your mind and mine only. And the D and all of you. She said that you're mine and will stay mine. Okay. So of course she felt away about Jarvis being with her aunt, which is some sick shit. She had a problem with Jarvis still seeing and sleeping with, and she knew that Shannon and Jarvis were still sleeping together because they would also go in the basement as well. Okay. All right. So Jarvis then says back to ZIYAH, says that I'm trying to F. Can I get my D sucked today? All right. ZIYAH says that I just want your body on mine and I want to lay with you. So Jarvis says, I'm going upstairs. Where would upstairs be? The motherfucker was in the basement, the same place that the grandmother and Shannon said that he never was and that he was never in the house. So how the fuck are you coming upstairs if you're not in the house? Does that make sense to you? Says, okay, so Jarvis says, I'm going upstairs. Naziah comes back and says, okay, Shannon. Says, okay, Shannon is going upstairs too. Give her some so that she can leave you alone. Y'all see that? I'm going to read it again. Naziah says to Jarvis, okay, after he says, I'm going upstairs. Naziah then says to Jarvis, says, okay, Shannon. Said, okay, Shannon is going upstairs too. So give her some so that she can leave you alone. So apparently she must have been texting him or probably like asking him to like sleep with her or whatever. And he was trying to be sleeping with Naziah. But Naziah was like, look, go on and handle Shannon and then come back downstairs, you know, and we're going to do what we do so that Shannon can leave you alone and we can do what we do. So obviously all of this was taking place up under Shannon's nose and also up under the grandmother's nose as well, okay? This girl was talking like a whole grown-ass woman, and she was, what, 12, 13 years old? But he groomed her, and that's just how that shit goes when you're being groomed by a grown-ass man. But the fact that they lied on the stand and said that Jarvis never, ever came in the house, that he would just sit in the driveway, blow the horn, and they would come outside, that he wasn't allowed to come in the house, is showing right here in conversations, which I know the detectives have, that Jarvis said he was coming upstairs, and Naziah is telling him to go ahead and handle Shannon first and then come back downstairs so that they can do what they do. So that's proof right there. All right, so let's continue. I had something else. Okay, hold on. I want to show. Oh, shit. Let me refresh it. Continue. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Okay. Pause. Go back. Okay. All right. So let's listen to a little bit of what King has to say. All right. This is King, the guy that worked at the shop with Jarvis. All right. Let's watch that right quick. We ain't going to be on here too long. I just want to show a couple of things that I ran across because I told you guys I was going to keep y'all updated on anything that I found. All right, so this is King, the guy that worked at the shop. Let's let that come up. All right, so here we go.
You had a friend that was, I guess, talking to or trying to date one of Mr. Butt's daughters. Is that correct?
That happened.
The daughter was 21, 22.
She was somewhere around there. I'm not 100% certain, but yeah, around that age, 20, 21, 22.
And that caused an issue for Mr. Butts.
It did.
He got pretty upset with this friend.
It did. I was in prison at the time, but yes, I was involved directly.
Okay. Did you ever hear about an altercation that happened between the two of them?
Some kind of altercation did occur, yes.
Was it your impression that Mr. Butts was pretty protective of her?
Yeah.
Based on that?
Based on that.
Do you know how many children Mr. Butts has?
13?
And you said that some of them would come to the shop?
Yes, that happened.
You're familiar with them?
Yeah.
And I can ask you, you know, everyone, not all of them, but at the shop in Connor, you said his sons would come?
His son would come sometimes and stay today with us.
And his daughter?
She would come sometimes and stay today with us.
And what's her name? Do you recall?
No, I don't want to misname it.
Okay.
I think it's someone with a J or something like that, though, but I'm not 100% certain.
Was she like a teenager?
He has a teenager. She come up there sometime, but not really. The littlest one, maybe 9, 7, 8, 9, somewhere around there.
Okay. And you had a friend that was, I guess, talking to or trying to date one of Mr. Butt's.
Okay, so y'all hear that? So his kids were coming up there. He did say that one of Jarvis's sons did come up there as well a few times, and his daughter, who was a teenager, which was the same age as Naziah almost, she was coming up there as well. So he's seeing all these kids come up there. So none of the kids which should have been up there. I don't care if they were his kids at all. He's a registered SEX offender, so none of the kids should have been around Jarvis unattended by an adult. None of those kids should have been around him. I don't care if they were his kids. So he sat back and saw this. You knew that Jarvis was also a registered SEX offender. You didn't report this. You didn't call nobody. Why? Because that was your business associate. You guys worked together, and that was your homie. You were looking out for him, just like you were looking out when you were trying to go find that phone to go hide it from him. So let's get on, child. Something much like me if I do this every day and say often. I'm sharing. Oh my God. All right. Okay, that's just ZIYAH. All right, so we saw that already. I want to make sure I got everything. Okay, yeah. So we got all of that. We got all of that. Okay, yeah, we got all that. All right, so ran across this other picture. All right, of ZIYAH's grandmother was seen out in Walmart most recently, and someone snapped a picture of her, and she had some of Shannon's kids with her. And they were saying that people was coming up to her and telling her she needs to be locked up. She's a horrible grandmother, et cetera, et cetera. I do have the picture. I'm going to show it. She's in Walmart, honey, with her grandkids. I'm going to blow it up a little bit. That's Shannon kids with her. Okay, that's Shannon kids. While she's out and about, said grandma spotted out with the other kids, said that they need to be removed as well. So they're trying to get Shannon's kids and the other kids that's in that house removed from the grandmother. I don't think that will happen probably until after this case, when they can prove that grandmother may have known something as well as Shannon, because I think that that's going to come out in this trial coming up on March 7th. I'm sorry. Because they did say in their testimonies in the preliminary hearing that Jarvis was never in there and that they were protected. Plus other things are coming out. Like I said, Sierra, the niece/granddaughter, she's talked about also being violated and molested by Shannon, and some stuff that happened up under her grandmother's nose to where the grandmother did not report it. Another little girl was also violated. It's said and alleged that the oldest daughter, which is ZIYAH's mother, also went through some very heinous stuff in the home with her mother as well, to where she was also touched allegedly, which is probably now while she's kind of strung out on drugs and all that, trying to, numb the pain of what she went through in that house. So there's a lot of shit that's been going on in the house with grandma over there, it sounds like. Yeah, so ZIYAH's mother went through being violated. I want to say the grandmother was probably violated because she started having kids at 11. But so now it's just like, it's like this curse in their family. I don't know. And now they're raising the next generation of Shannon's kids who are going to also be that, because that's what they've seen. That's what they've seen. If their father is propositioning them to give him fellatio, they're going to grow up and be the same way, because that's all they know. And I got to blame you, Shannon, because as their mother, you're not protecting them. And you did not, they didn't have a fighting chance from the start because of who their father was and then who their mother is. So their mother is Olester, and so is their father. So what else are they going to do? And their grandmother is the type of person who would turn her head because she doesn't want to turn her own daughter in. And she don't want to turn Jarvis in because that would hurt her daughter, who her daughter loves and sees as her man and the father of her grandkids. So they're all taken up for this person who is a very dangerous individual. And now that ZIYAH is missing and unalived, obviously, because they found her blood by the lake, they found the holes in her hoodie, which shows that there was a struggle and possible either knife or pow is what she may have died from. They still have not found her body, but again, these children are the next generations of pedos if somebody don't get to them and get them some type of help. But it's going to have to start with Shannon being locked up, that other sister, the twin sister, being locked up, and grandma, you got to go to jail too. I'm sorry. You're probably going to go anyway for lying on the stand, and they're going to find that out, because the whole time that grandma was talking on the stand, the judge was like looking like, this was the judge. Like, bitch, you lying. That's the way she kept looking at her. And grandma kept stumbling over her words. And you can kind of tell, I can tell in grandma's testimony as well as Shannon, that the two of them sat down and probably said, okay, this is what we're going to say if they ask us this. Because it was very similar in terms of how they answered questions. But I noticed that as well. All right. Make sure y'all give y'all everything. Oh, the grandmother also tried to say that she didn't see Jarvis in court either. She tried that too. They said, do you see Jarvis here in court today, Miss Annette? And she says, no, I don't see him anywhere. So they said, do you wear glasses? And she said, I do. So they went and she said her daughter had her glasses. So they went and got her glasses from her daughter, gave her glasses. And y'all, before she can get the glasses on good, she was looking at Jarvis, who was sitting right there. I said, this crazy ass bitch, this lying ass bitch. You gonna sit up here and say you ain't seen this man. She done said that. They ain't even told her to stand up. They told her to stand up and see, do you see Jarvis, honey? She looking all over the court like this. Before she can get her glasses on good, she looking right here in the direction, which is where Jarvis was sitting. So how your eyes go right where he is when you ain't see him? I said, this bitch lying. She trying to act like she can't see now. Okay. But okay. We saw that, sis. We saw it. Hold on. I got to think one more thing. I think I got one more thing. Give me a second. Got that already. Got that. Let me put it up this way. All right, we're gonna do one more thing and then I'm gonna let y'all go. One more thing, then I'm gonna let y'all go. Should I play that one? I guess. Yeah, I'll play that one. All right, so we're gonna play this one last thing and then we're gonna get out of here, okay? Because I gotta get to my show so I can come back and do my review. All right, so this is they said the forensic scientists revealed the crucial evidence in the ZIYAH case. All right, so we're gonna see this. It says this is a must see. I was watching this earlier. It's only like what 17 minutes. It's not that long. So we're gonna watch this and that's gonna be it. Okay, let's go. Boom.
And just on the first slide here, first photo, is this just a cover sheet for the item that you did?
Yes.
Okay. Going to the second slide or second photo, can you just tell us what we're looking at here in this on this slide?
So this slide in particular, I take pictures of the front and back of the exterior. If it's a clothing item, front and back of the exterior. And in this case, front and back of the interior, which is on a further slide. But this here, the top left picture is the front exterior as if it was worn. So that would be, if you were looking at the person wearing it, that would be the front. And the bottom right picture is a close-up of the top half.
And if we could go to slide 10. And we're looking at the 10th slide, starting with the top left. Can you tell us what we're looking at there and what is listed underneath that top left photo?
The top left is the front exterior again, as if worn, and this was after testing, after pheno testing. And the one on the bottom right is a closer look at the top portion, I guess from like shoulder to torso of the garment.
And you have some words included on the top right indicating that there was pheno negative testing on this portion of it.
Yes, that was a key to, so when the viewers such as yourself would look at this photo and see the pH-N, that's our way of saying this was a negative stain and keeping track of the stains that I did test. So the pH-N means pheno neg. Okay.
And can we go to slide 20? Sorry, one back. And I want to focus on the bottom right photo here. What are we looking at in the bottom right of the 19th slide in the PowerPoint?
The bottom right photo is where the positive pheno stain was located. This would be the interior back portion of the item. So like inside here, I don't know if you can see, but like it will be interior inside I flipped it inside out to test those stains.
Okay, so what we're looking at here in the bottom right, that's inside out. So that's why we can see what would be the tag.
The tag, correct, yes.
And now could we go to slide 20? And this says on here, pH-POS, does that stand for positive?
Positive, yes.
Okay. And so that area on the inside of if it was inside out, that area tested positive. for the
Correct.
possible presence of blood.
Correct.
Okay. And did you do the same sort of PowerPoint for the black hoodie that we tested or that we talked about earlier as well?
Yes, I did.
And do those pictures that you took, were they put into a PowerPoint similar to this one?
Yes.
And do those pictures in the PowerPoint fairly and accurately depict your observations as your testing move forward of the black hoodie?
Yes.
Move to admit people's proposed people's proposed 44, so we got a little mixed up with the numbers.
No objection.
It'll be admitted.
And permission to publish.
Yes.
And looking at the first slide of 44 that's on the screen, can you tell us this is just the same cover page?
Correct.
And going to the second slide here, what are we looking at here in this photo?
This will be the front of the black hoodie if worn.
And this is before, is this before any testing had been done?
Yes.
I want to go forward to slide 7. And what are we looking at here on slide 7 of this PowerPoint exhibit?
This is the hood area of the external portion, the external hood portion of the hoodie. I was trying to get accurate angles. That's why so many pictures, but
Okay. And is this again just standard overview before any testing had been done?
yes.
And we can go to slide 8. And what are we looking at here?
This is the interior portion that would be in contact. Like if you pulled the hood over your head, it would be the area up here.
Why is
So
there
you're
holes
looking
in
at
there?
the inside of the hood
The
that would
interior.
touch the person's head that forward.
Yes. Yeah.
And slide 9. What in this photo are we looking here at here, and has any testing been done at this point?
This is after testing. This is back to the front of the hoodie, plus obviously the sleeves. This is after ALS screening, which is alternate light source, which is used for screening for body fluids such as semen and saliva. I ALS the hoodie, and I marked those areas that had a fluorescence to them with a silver Sharpie, so I could further test after done screening. And IR, which is the infrared, is similar to, it's also an alternate light source, but it's more so for blood on dark items where the dark fabric would become lighter, and if there's blood or possible blood present, it would appear darker. That anything that I saw, I marked with a yellow paint pen with IR next to it, so I can distinguish between the ALS samples, the ALS areas that I saw and the IR areas that I saw.
Okay, and we see a lot of markings on the front of this hoodie.
Yes.
Are you able to tell us, and I know you said the color, but what portion of this is the IR versus the ALS? It may be easier for you to step down a little bit.
So the ones that I observed with IR, I actually wrote IR next to them. I don't know if that's visible on there, given how small the picture is, but other photos, I took pictures of
Closer
certain
up.
areas. Yeah.
And if we could just go to the next, or if you could zoom in.
We pretty much take it all: fridges and dishwashers and dressers, drawers, couches, mattresses, bed frames, and concrete, things like that. Same day, no.
These are all things. Somebody was asking me
And
what
so
are we
for
watching now.
example,
Let me pause it
that's-
right quick. What we're watching now is evidence that was brought up in this is preliminary hearing. Okay, this is preliminary hearing. The trial starts March the 7th. Okay, I announced that on yesterday and today. The trial will start on March the 7th. That's been confirmed. Y'all guys can Google it. It will start on March the 7th. What's going on now is preliminary hearing. We've already heard testimonies from the grandmother, Shannon, a few girlfriends, and a few other people, including King and a few other people that the courts have asked to hear testimonies for in the preliminary hearing leading up to the actual trial. Okay. So right now we're just watching at the evidence that they found. This is Naziah's hoodie that she wore the day that she was actually found missing. Well, not found missing, the day that she went missing, rather. And evidence of a struggle in terms of this hoodie. The grandmother said that the hoodie was damn near brand new when Naziah wore it. As you guys can see, it has holes in it. Looks like pow holes. Look like some type of struggle. It has dirt and stuff all over it. Did not look like that. So whatever happened, some type of struggle did ensue. And he did have a weapon. He did have a pow because that was found in his car. So I'm going to say he probably pow her. And where her body is, we don't know.
On the front, as we're looking at it, left side of the zipper, that's where IR illuminated?
Correct. Where there's like where the icon, the hand of the move goes right there, and there's an arrow pointing to that large area. Like those were areas that dropped out under IR. So I put IR next to it so I'll know what to follow up and how to follow up.
And that IR is to indicate blood, correct? It's not a test for blood, but it's
a screening tool used to locate dark stains that may be possible blood.
Okay. And if we could go to slide 20. And this is a closer view. Is this after you've done any other testing other than the light screens?
Yes.
Okay, and what testing was done at this point based on this photo?
This is after the pheno testing was done. This particular picture is reflecting a phenopositive area. And it was also screened with IR. As you can see right over the swabs there, it says IR. And that's what led me to follow up with pheno, was because I saw it under IR and it was phenopositive.
And where is this, if you're able to say, on that hoodie?
So this would be, if I was wearing it, it would be in this area, the upper shoulder, bicep area. Yes.
For the record, the witness indicated to her right upper shoulder. Yep, right. Yep. You said shoulder. Are you saying that this picture was taken from the right shoulder area of the hoodie?
Correct. Like I had to move the sleeve a little bit to get it in the picture with the ruler and the swabs. And it's like this area here.
Okay.
I call it the shoulder area.
Next slide. We're going to look at slide 21. And again, can you tell us what we're looking at here? Then I'm going to ask you a couple follow-up questions.
So this is another phenopositive stain. This one is located on the rear of the sweatshirt, on the bottom right exterior of the sweatshirt.
And you had, in the last photo that we looked at, it said stain 20, and then this one says stain 28 in the text area of the slide. What is it? How do those stain numbers get assigned?
That is for my purposes, so I can keep track of how many stains I tested and what stains I tested. I know if I give it a number, it's just I start from number one and I just go. It's a tracking system for me, so I won't double test the stain, and because we report out the number of stains tested in our system, so that's for me to keep track of how many stains I tested.
And if you know, how many stains were identified on the black hoodie?
I can't recall offhand.
And going to slide 22. And what are we looking at here for this photo?
Those are the cartridges used in the HemaTrace test. As you can see, you read them per line. The first two only have the one line, that's the control line, which because there's no visible line in the testing area, it is a negative result. And the third through fifth cartridge have the double line, so those are considered positive results.
And that's for stains. The stain numbers are listed there, correct?
Correct.
And that's stain 20, 28, and 38 that were positive on the hemotrace test.
Yes.
Going to slide 23. And what are we looking at here in this photo? And at what point in your testing was this photo taken?
This was after pheno testing and the AP testing, which was the semen testing. And I put the key there because these are for the results that I wrote on the sweatshirt. So my tech reviewer and whoever's reviewing the photo would know what those meant when they saw them on the sweatshirt.
And you would agree with me that the majority of this sweatshirt is covered in your markings, correct?
Yes.
And going to slide 32 now. What are we looking at here in this photo in the 32nd slide?
This is the exterior of the hood towards the back of the hood. If you were wearing it, it would be like the back right of the hood.
And what testing is indicated on the back of the hood?
This was viewed with IR, and it was screened with IR first, and then I followed up with pheno testing in this instance.
And what was the result of your pheno testing on this area of the sweater?
So stain 37, which is at where the tip of the ruler is at the bottom, that was a very weak positive for pheno, and 36, which is upper towards my typing there, that was also a pheno weak positive.
And did you do any further testing with this section of the hood because of the weak positive, if you remember?
I don't recall offhand.
Now, you had mentioned earlier that you sent new swabs or went back and took new swabs to send forward for DNA analysis, correct?
Correct.
Do you remember what stain swabs numbers you sent forward for that analysis?
On this one, it was stain 20, which was the shoulder stain, and stain 28, which was the one in the rear of the sweatshirt.
I have one moment.
Yes.
Is there both of those stains 20 and 28 that you sent forward were pheno positive and hemotrace positive, correct?
Correct.
There was a third one, I think it was 38, that was also hemotrace positive and pheno positive.
Yes.
What's the reason you only sent 2 of those 3 forward?
I sent one from a representative area, which was the one from here and the one in the back. The other one, is available to be tested in the future if necessary, but I selected 2 of the stronger pheno positive stains, and they were hemotrace positive stains. I sent those 2 because they were from 2 different areas on the sweatshirt.
Okay. And
before you move on, you said here, for the record, can you indicate where she was pointing to?
yeah, for the record, the witness indicated towards her right shoulder, and then the other area was from the back
rear. I can
right
stand
side.
if you need.
No, I just want the record to be clear.
Okay.
From the lower back right.
Yes.
In terms of the testing that you did and your experience testing and doing blood screening and things like that, are you able to talk about the quantity of results that you saw on this sweater at all? In terms of there being 38 swabs, at least 38 swabs, is that normal in your experience that there'd be that much on there, or are you able to talk about that?
I'm not able to say because it varies from case to case.
Fair enough.
Almost. He looked like he roughed her up.
And do you still have record number 8 up there? Or did I take it?
No, you took it back.
You indicated earlier that the 2 stain swabs that were sent forward were from stains 20 and 28, correct?
Correct.
And then going forward, they were labeled as ending in 5AD and 5BD.
Correct.
Are you able to tell which stain number corresponds to 5AD?
I would not be able to tell without looking at my notes.
With looking at your notes, refresh your memory?
Yes.
Then please do so and then look back up at me when you remember. Is your memory refreshed?
Yes.
What stain swab number that you gave it is 5AD?
5AD will be stain 20, which was the shoulder area stain.
And then 5BD would be 28?
Correct.
And that's the back right, lower back right side?
Correct.
I have nothing further to say. Thank you.
So that's the forensic evidence that they have. So they got his ass. I don't even know why he pled not guilty. Like, he's stupid as hell. I mean, he probably gonna get life. I don't know, child. I really hope he gets the death penalty behind this shit, because this is crazy. He's obviously not going to stop the situation, because this is the second time he's been locked up. So same thing, but now worse, to where somebody's lost their life, and you're doing this to someone that's pregnant, just like your friend King, who also jumped on his baby mama, who was several months pregnant, violating his parole, and his ass is back in jail as well. So it's giving these two think the same. And I don't feel like King was not in on it while he was over there sleeping with those young girls over there in that shop. I think King was in on that shit too, because how can two be together, honey, unless they agree? You were gonna help him hide evidence related to ZIYAH. You damn sure was gonna do some other stuff, or probably did. So I honestly believe that he did, and I'm sticking on that, and I'm staying with it. But that's all I got for you guys on this video. I gotta go because I gotta get my other show, the review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, ready. All right. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you guys. Y'all know the show usually at 7:30. I'm trying to do 7:30, 7:35. I'm gonna go ahead and probably send out my notification for that soon. So be looking for that. I'll see you guys then for the Love and Marriage Huntsville review. But in the meantime, please don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to this channel, okay, so that you guys can keep up, be updated as we get them, okay. Love you guys. Now let's see, Bell Wilson, KBR, Tyron, Scorpion Miss, thank you guys, and also thank you to all the content creators that joined us as well. Okay, gotta go, and bye. Music, boom.